WUSA 9 Weather Impact is sponsored by Morgan & Morgan.
And I'm WUSA 9 meteorologist Topper Shutt. What a windy Halloween. Here's some of the peak wind gusts. This obviously is erroneous data, 144 miles per hour to Andrews. I don't think so. But wind gusts commonly over 40 miles per hour, 44 Dulles, 45 Leesburg, 48 in Martinsburg, and 38 in Winchester. So a very windy Halloween. It's not going to be quite as windy for the trick-or-treaters, but it'll still be gusty, up to 25, occasionally up to 30 miles per hour. So here are some of the peak wind gusts. Millersville in Frederick County, 53. Dulles now 46. Martinsburg, 51. Woodsboro also in Frederick County, 48. And National, 45 mile per hour wind gusts. So you may want to check where your decorations are. It took my scarecrow about 100 feet that way. So here we go. Here's the forecast for the winds, 10:45 tonight. We're still seeing gusts over 20. So it won't be as blustery tonight for the trick-or-treaters, but it'll still be a factor. In the morning on Saturday, 10 to 15, not crazy. Picks up a little bit in the afternoon, more northwest. So they say 10 to 20, maybe a few gusts over 20. And then by Saturday evening, back to like 10 to 15. So kind of a breezy day Saturday as opposed to a flat-out windy day on this Friday. And then by evening, winds pretty much go light. So your trick-or-treat forecast, okay? Are you ready for this? All right, here we go. So we are looking at temperatures, mid-50s to start, but then we're back in the upper 40s. And it will be a little brisk and still a little bit breezy, so maybe some extra layers for the kids might not be a bad idea. Now, let's talk about the weekend. Saturday and Sunday, chilly starts, cool days, windy on Saturday, but not as windy as Friday. Sweatshirts, yes. Keep your plans. You're going to need shades all weekend, too. But yeah, for October, for early November now, we're going to November, a pretty nice weekend. Temps pretty close to average. Here we go. Upper 40s, Saturday morning, sunshine. Up to the low 60s, sunshine. Upper 50s by evening, 59 by 6 o'clock. So a few clouds come in late, but all in all, that's a pretty nice Saturday. That's golfable, play pickleball, do a hike, do a run. Here we go, 11 o'clock tonight. 40s across the board and still breezy. All right, by morning, we're looking at 40s across the board. By 10 o'clock, we're mainly in the 50s on Saturday, pretty nice. And then by 1 o'clock, we're 60 in D.C., still 50s north and west. And a lot of our northern and western suburbs will hold in the 50s, both Saturday and Sunday. By 6 p.m., we're back in the 50s. Just a few clouds coming in. And then by 11 o'clock, we're looking at temperatures in the 40s. So your Saturday night plans are safe, but you will also need a jacket on Saturday night. Sunday morning, sunshine to start, 40s primarily, maybe a couple of upper 30s. And then Sunday at 10 o'clock, we're back in the 50s. And then by 12:30, we're back in the upper 50s to maybe even mid-60s downtown. Just a tiny bit milder on Sunday than Saturday, not bad. And then Sunday night, some clouds, temperatures still in the 50s. Those clouds will keep temperatures up a little bit. That's at 6:30, and then by midnight, see some rain down across the northern neck and into the southern Delmarva. Now, models are not in agreement with this. I'm going to show you this one. This brings rain and showers up to and past Gaithersburg and Leesburg on Monday morning. I think that's a little too far north, but in any event, I would plan on clouds, certainly Monday morning, before this pulls away and on out to sea. Okay, so here we go. Hoosiers in town. This is going to be a tough game. 3:30 kickoff. The weather will cooperate. All right, 60s, low 60s to start, upper 50s by 6 o'clock, and falling pretty fast. By 7 o'clock, we're back in the mid-50s. So a sweatshirt, a good idea. Now, Sunday night game, prime time. Seahawks in town. Pretty nice day. Pretty nice evening, rather. Clouds are going to come in a little bit ahead of that system I just showed you. Just getting here Monday, but just a few clouds. 52 to 46, chilly, a little bit breezy. Jacket, hat, and gloves is not really going to be overkill. You're going to need that. You're just sitting around watching the game for 3 hours, so keep that in mind. High temperatures next 5 days in the 60s and climbing. We're mid-60s on Tuesday, mid-60s on Wednesday. That's a little bit above average. So a pretty nice start to November, really. 10-day temperature trend, Tuesday we're in the mid-60s. Wednesday we're there. Upper 60s Friday, still in the 60s Saturday and Sunday, and then back in the upper 50s a week from Monday. So that's a pretty nice start to November. Average high, again, is about 64 degrees. That's pretty good. So mostly sunny, windy on Saturday, partly cloudy on Sunday, morning clouds, and I'm going to say morning rain south of town. I don't think it's going to get quite that far north. So after that, a reminder, extra hour of sleep. Turn your clocks back 1 hour. We go to standard time now. Sun will go down at 5:06 on Sunday. Yes, I know, but extra hour of sleep is sweet. And then no reason not to vote. My goodness, we have sunshine 64, upper 60s to mid 60s Wednesday, Thursday. Friday, partly cloudy, upper 60s. Right now, we'll keep that dry, and we'll keep an eye on this Monday storm, see how far north it moves.